And his wife were killed. Their son is in custody tonight.
Temperatures will soon climb above freezing when more seasonal weather returns in your AccuWeather forecast. We begin with security concerns tonight at local Hanukkah events after an attack in Australia over the weekend. Investigators say a father and son killed 15 people, injured dozens of others at a celebration. The father was killed by police. His son is in custody. Leaders in Australia promising to tighten gun laws, including placing a limit on the number of guns someone can own.
And here at home, Chicago's Jewish community is hosting a menorah car parade tonight with the attack in Australia fresh on their minds.
ABC7's John Garcia shares the plans to keep people safe.
They are busy assembling additional menorahs for the parade this afternoon. A number of community members have reached out wanting to join the parade, making it the largest group they've ever had for the event. The additional interest sparked from the mass shooting in Sydney, Australia over the weekend. They are determined not to run and hide.
It hurts. It really hurts. But the same hurt, with the same determination, we know we have to double down more because we'll never let evil win.
It is very personal for Rabbi Yosef Moskowitz. One of his son's close friends was critically injured in the shooting in Sydney yesterday. That shooting at a Hanukkah event left 15 people dead and dozens more injured. It also heightened security concerns for Hanukkah celebrations around the world.
The threat environment we are in is incredibly complex. It is incredibly dynamic.
The Secure Community Network works with law enforcement to help with safety in the Jewish community. They say this is a dangerous time in history, but they are determined to overcome.
We are going to continue celebrating our holiday and our faith, even in the face of individuals and organizations that would try to undermine and attack us.
The Illinois Holocaust Center issued a statement saying, in part, violence against any group anywhere is an assault on humanity everywhere. Rabbi Moskowitz says they've added additional security for tonight's parade.
The best way to deal with darkness and evil in the world is not to hide in your basements, but to come out publicly and proudly.
After the parade, organizers have planned a party. They say they intend to celebrate Hanukkah, not let terrorists steal their joy. On the north side, John Garcia, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
John, thank you. The manhunt continues tonight for the gunman in the Brown University mass shooting. A person of interest was released, and there have been no other arrests. 2 students were killed and 9 others hurt. ABC's Reiner Roy is on the campus in Providence, Rhode Island. Rena?
Yeah, Rob, well, police have released new images tonight of who they're calling a person of interest in this shooting. They're hoping someone out there will recognize him, and they're even offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. FBI agents and police officers gathering evidence at Brown University's engineering building and searching the neighborhood with canines as they work to track down the shooter in Saturday's deadly attack. A person of interest was detained but then released upon further investigation.
He has been cleared. He is not a person of interest any longer. The investigation is now focused in another direction.
Investigators working off surveillance video taken Saturday. This one far away, showing a person of interest wearing all black, walking away from the shooting location, and another a little closer. Both taken just minutes after the gunfire that left at least 2 people dead and 9 others injured. Police later releasing new video this evening of a person of interest. On Saturday, just after 4 p.m., as final exams and study sessions were underway, students suddenly running for cover, hiding under desks and barricading doors. The campus on lockdown for hours.
I heard the first series of gunshots, like a pop, 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 pop. And so I started screaming, active shooter, run.
Student Mohammed Umerzakov was shot and killed, according to the U.S. ambassador to Uzbekistan, though ABC News has not confirmed the death. This photo shared in a GoFundMe posted by the family. Sophomore Ella Cook also killed and remembered as a bright light in the community. The College Republicans of America posting this picture, saying she was vice president of the group at Brown.
She was nothing but peaceful and pleasant. Really, her loss is really a big hit for the Brown community.
And as for those who are still recovering in the hospital, at last update from health officials, we're told that 6 of them are listed as critical but stable. Rob, Karen.
All right, Rena, thank you for that update. Meanwhile, family and friends and fans tonight are remembering Rob Reiner, the legendary movie director, and his wife found stabbed to death in their Los Angeles home yesterday. Their son Nick now arrested on suspicion of murder. Melissa Adan has new information tonight.
Today, the Los Angeles Police Department arresting Rob Reiner's son, 32-year-old Nick Reiner, and booking him for suspicion of murder. This following the tragic death of famed director Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer, a photographer. Sources tell ABC News it was the Reiner's daughter who found her mom and dad stabbed to death inside their Los Angeles home Sunday afternoon.
We have our robbery homicide division handling the investigation. They worked throughout the night on this case and were able to take into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case.
A former security guard who worked with the Reiner family seen laying a candle and flowers at the front gate of the Reiner home, telling ABC's Trevor Ault he's saddened by the loss and shocked that Nick Reiner is in custody.
If Nick is the suspect, I would never have thought that he would have done this to his parents.
Mourners seen laying flowers at the filmmaker's Hollywood Boulevard star once the news broke Sunday. The son of comedy icon Carl Reiner. Rob Reiner first rose to fame in the 70s, playing the son-in-law to Archie Bunker on the hit sitcom All in the Family.
It looks like we lost a daughter, but we gained a meathead.
After the iconic show ended, Reiner turned to directing with hit movies like The Princess Bride, Stand By Me, Misery, When Harry Met Sally, and A Few Good Men.
You can't handle the truth!
Reiner's Castle Rock Entertainment helped reshape television comedy by producing Seinfeld. On top of his entertainment work, Reiner was also heavily involved in environmental causes and democratic politics. The Reiner's son, Nick Reiner, is now being held without bail, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Melissa, thanks for the latest there. A live look outside downtown. Temperatures slowly creeping up.
Yeah, you know what? Hopefully we have weathered the really frigid weather for the time being, Cheryl, because it certainly was brutal.
We are weathering the deep freeze. We're all in this together, though. It's pretty impressive. We have had 129 hours now below that freezing temp of 32 degrees since December 10th. Our temperatures dropped below freezing and we have not climbed above, but that's about to change. Temperatures right now still in the teens and low 20s. They don't really budge a whole lot tonight. Wind chill still, it feels like it's anywhere from about 10 to 20 degrees, I should say. Thankfully not below anymore. But as we go into the day tomorrow, that's when we transition to the milder temperatures climbing near and above freezing and that sunshine returning. We have a few days here with our temperatures above average, even 40s returning to the forecast. With it, rainfall, but that could cause some issues in terms of wet conditions, slushy conditions, and then refreezing. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Cheryl. For the first time, a woman getting a chance to personally thank first responders who saved her life during a fire. Our Sarah Schulte has that story that's making Chicago proud.
Engine 115 received the call just before 9 a.m. Chicago firefighters rushed over to a Roseland apartment building where thick black smoke was billowing from every rear window. 77-year-old Beatrice Davidson lived in one of the units.
I went to the back porch, opened the door, and I saw this black smoke. And I said, oh, God.
Davidson was overcome with smoke by the time firefighters arrived.
As we were going to the second floor, we found Beatrice between the first and the second floor stairwell.
Tower Ladder 24's Lieutenant Charles Iglinski, firefighter Brandon Hampton, and firefighter candidate Nick McManaman quickly pulled Davidson out. She was unconscious but breathing. That was over a month ago. Today, an almost fully recovered Davidson came to the firehouse to thank the men who saved her life. From being overcome with smoke to overcome with emotion, Davidson didn't just thank the 3 men who pulled her out of the building, but everyone in the firehouse.
I'm so glad I'm able to talk and be here. I'm just so glad. My family didn't have to make no funeral arrangements. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Saving lives is why Nick McManaman decided to become a firefighter. His career is just beginning. He's a firefighter candidate who has only been on the job for 6 months.
Seeing her walk in, I wanted to cry too. I'm trying to keep it together, but I just thank God that she's okay. So kind of you to come visit us and say thank you. We appreciate you.
Oh, yes.
As the oldest of 13, Davidson admits she is one tough person.
I'm a breast cancer survivor. Thank God. And I'm a survivor of the fire. Thanks to y'all. Praise God. Yes, I am. I'm a fighter. I ain't no firefighter, but I'm a fighter. Yes. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again.
Davidson spent about a week in the hospital and then recovered at home. She's expected to have a cough for the next 2 to 3 months, and then she will be fully recovered. Davidson says, as for Christmas, she has already received her gift, her life, from Tower Ladder 24. In the West Pullman neighborhood, Sarah Schulte, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
You know, how wonderful is it for them to hear and see her gratitude and appreciation?
Right. I mean, they do so much, but yes, to see the person you helped save has got to be moving in itself. She is hilarious and grateful. I'm glad we were there. That was my favorite story by far on a tough news day.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. We needed that story.
Yeah, good job, Sarah. I enjoyed it.
And coming up next, compromise tabled, an update on the city budget as the deadline approaches.
The I-Team digs into property tax hikes as bills come due today. The FBI foils a suspected New Year's Eve terror attack in Southern California. 4 alleged members of the pro-Palestinian extremist group Turtle Island Liberation Front are in custody. The suspects were arrested last week as they allegedly assembled devices in the desert. Authorities say the group planned to plant backpacks with 5 pipe bombs at 5 different locations in Orange County and LA. Officials say they also found anti-government posters in the home of one of those suspects.
There appears to be movement in the negotiations over a new city budget. Mayor Johnson meeting with a group of city council members today. The mayor's budget includes a corporate head tax. Today, some aldermen presented changes to their alternative proposal. Their latest version restores summer youth jobs to the level the mayor originally proposed, and it removes a proposed hike in garbage fees. But the corporate tax remains a sticking point.
Today, we posed a simple question to the mayor. If we pass a budget with no head tax, would he veto it? And we did not get a straight answer.
Earlier, Mayor Johnson acknowledged some progress in these talks, but speaking just moments ago, the mayor expressed frustration with the alders' plan.
Today, a group of at least 11 alders came to the 5th floor with my hope and expectation that they would actually present me with ideas that I could work with, and they failed to do that.
Chicago has until December 30th to pass a budget to avoid a shutdown. Cook County property tax bills are due today as many people say their bills have gone through the roof. Our I-team has been looking into complaints of a spike in payments and whether it's a mistake, according to some homeowners. Consumer investigator Jason Knowles has the latest.
One study shows that property taxes are up across the board, and the I-team is getting flooded with calls from people who believe they have been overassessed. One North Suburban man telling us he saw a property tax spike and that he's dealing with a repeated mistake.
It's a huge burden on me.
Elgin Navy vet Jim Durr got almost $30,000 in property tax refund checks in April after our investigation uncovered a property tax classification error on vacant land near his home. Now, as bills are due again, he says that problem is back again.
They completely disregarded what we fixed. Right. And they went right back to the original bill and charged me for it. I mean, it's like deja vu. I'm reliving the same nightmare.
In our first story, the assessor said it was corrected. We have now placed all parcels in the same area and issued certificates of error to reflect this change. And those refunds were issued. But Durr says this year an extra $15,000 has already been drained from his mortgage escrow.
Your mortgage company has already paid these taxes, which were too much. It was wrong.
Right. They already paid the erroneous tax bill, and now I have to pay back my mortgage company.
Durr's mortgage going up from $2,900 a month to $7,500 a month to cover escrow costs. Driving up the cost more, he says, the county's assessed value of the vacant lot property increased from $591,000 to $659,000. Durr is disputing it all and says the county is correcting the overpayment issue again with the help of the I-team.
Without you guys, I don't think I would go anywhere.
The assessor's office said that new certificates of error have been issued for refunds.
Very grateful to Channel 7, and I'm grateful to you, Jason.
It's too late to appeal your bill that's due now, but you can still fight for a certificate of error to get a refund if you believe an outright mistake was made. Jason Knowles, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Jason. And Jason will have more cases of property tax spikes and what the assessor says about them tonight at 10.
He's been covering this for a long time. Look forward to his report tonight. With less than a year until it opens, ABC7 gives you an inside look at the Obama Presidential Center.
And taking a live look outside as we head to break, temperatures are finally warming up a bit. Some rain, though, could dampen your week. Cheryl Scott is back with the AccuWeather forecast. Chicago's New Year's Eve tradition returns.
Year 8 of the dance. Here's your first look. I'm kind of scared.
Oh, we want to
I think I saw people in that.
Yeah. What? Oh my gosh. Everybody's okay after that, right? It's very ominous.
So ominous and very little detail.
That's great, though. That's a good tease right there.
Hey, it's a tease. It's happening. Yeah. We're excited. The 8th year will look a little bit different this year, so we'll have to, keep everyone updated on the timing and all of that because some different things.
Yeah, it's not far away, really. Think about it. I can't believe next week is Christmas week.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Get those presents going and mail them out if you have them. Wow.
But we're excited. We're excited for
Good.
sure. We always look forward to it, and we're also looking forward to some warmer temperatures. Right now, we sit at 21 degrees. For the past 5 days, our temperatures have stayed below freezing. Last Wednesday, we hit 40, and then we dropped through the day. So we've been below freezing for about 129 hours. As we go into the day tomorrow, that will begin to change. Yesterday's high 10. Today, we made it to 21. We started off at 3. The average 37 degrees. We'll get there. Temperatures won't be dropping too much overnight tonight. We do have some cloud cover. It still does feel very cold out there. Wind chills currently between about 10 to 20 below. Into the day tomorrow, we'll see those temperatures climb into the mid to upper 30s. So improving conditions from today. High temperatures going back up into the 30s, and by Wednesday, near 40 degrees. But with the warmer temperatures, we're tracking the next storm system. That could bring in some rain and cause some issues with falling temperatures back below freezing. A little bit of a roller coaster. We have a very weak disturbance moving through right now. Some very fine drizzle flurries possible at this point in time, but a lot of this looking to stay mostly quiet and dry into the remainder of the night. As we take a look up to the north and west, that's where our next system is waiting. So we'll include some light flurries, some very fine drizzle out there tonight. As we go into the day tomorrow, we will see those temperatures starting to rise back above freezing. Into Wednesday afternoon, we still have that sunshine. We're quiet. It's not until overnight Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday morning, the next system moves in. Notice our temps during the morning in the 40s. So out ahead of this front, we are very mild, warm enough to support that rain. Rain coming down for the morning commute into the early afternoon. Even some bouts of some heavy rain. We'll be watching the back edge of this. The cold air will be quickly catching up with the system as it moves on through. So a changeover from rain to snow not out of the question for a brief period of time. The concern won't be any accumulating snow. It will be again with a dramatic drop in our temperatures in a short amount of time. And with the rain that's falling, the snowpack we have out there now, the melting that will occur, we could see anywhere from about a few tenths of an inch up to a quarter of an inch of rainfall. And that could produce some freezing conditions overnight Thursday into Friday as those temperatures drop back below freezing. So that time period, very late Thursday into early Friday with crashing temperatures and wet pavement, we'll be watching out for some areas of black ice as well as some icy slick road conditions. Into the weekend, we're back up to near average, more near and above average days than below average in the next 10. We'll also be monitoring this closely for our Christmas week. Could we see a white Christmas? Well, the rain that's coming this week is definitely going to wipe away a lot of that. Watching of the potential for some system into this weekend, but models are in disagreement at this point in time. So that is just something we'll have to continue to watch. But at least it's warmer.
Right. I don't see any negatives there, no zeros, no single digits.
Did you know anyone that was at the game?
No, not personally. I don't think I did.
Actually, it's a good question. No.
Anna was there, one of our producers. I haven't talked to her in person yet, though, since. Is she warm?
Trembling from
Are you warm if you went to the game?
Yeah, it was a great one, though.
So cold this weekend.
Much warmer for the Saturday game against the Pack. That's good. Yeah.
Well, you can get the latest forecast anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Just scan the QR code on your screen for a link to download.
We're getting a closer look at the Obama Presidential Center ahead of its opening this summer. Construction nearly complete at the 19-acre Jackson Park campus. This site will also feature a public library, a community forum, and a regulation basketball court designed to connect young people with career opportunities beyond sports. Foundation leaders estimate the center could draw about 1 million visitors each year. It's nearly complete.
All this time. A lot of special touches going into that building. Very cool. Well, Chance the Rapper surprises some local students ahead of the holidays.
We'll also show you how the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers is expanding music education here in Chicago, hoping to inspire the next generation. All right, look at these. Don't forget to cast your vote this week. Voting is now open for our Great Chicago Light Fight. To look at the finalists, there are 7 displays vying for the top honor. So you can head to our news app, might be there now, or our website, ABC7Chicago.com, to pick your favorite. We're going to reveal the winner of the Great Chicago Light Fight live on our morning show this Friday. As you can see, the competition is stiff. These are incredible, so we're definitely going to need your help to pick a winner out of the 7 finalists. How about it?
On bikes, bells, and a whole lot of smiles as Chance the Rapper teamed up with Raising Cane's to surprise kids. The rapper gave out 200 brand new bikes and helmets to his nonprofit Social Works. Chance helped to hand them out, posed for photos, and talked about empowering young people through arts, education, and community, turning a fast food parking lot into a celebration on wheels.
Oh, those old retro wheels, too. I like those. Pretty cool. Grammy-winning drummers giving back to musicians here in Chicago. Chad Smith is a member of Red Hot Chili Peppers. He also spent part of his childhood in the South suburbs.
I didn't know that. Just found out today.
Until this, yeah.
And so he is working to bridge the gap of opportunity for young music students in the industry, and he's sitting down tonight with our Jasmine Miner. It's a story making Chicago proud.
The former Homewood Flossmoor student says even though he's known as one of the greatest drummers in the world, he's determined to make sure he's not the last. Chad Smith says he's giving the very gift of access to music education at a time he says it's needed most.
I heard that you might have not even graduated if it weren't for music programs.
It's true. I got up to some no good. I stole my first Playboy magazine, smoked cigars, and down, whatever. Young person trying to find his way.
And he did, one beat at a time. Chad Smith credits the access he had to music education as the reason he went from 7-year-old drummer playing for his parents to Grammy winner and longest serving member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
My own public high school had a marching band, had a concert band, a symphonic band if you were, next level. Also had a jazz band and also had a music theory class.
According to the National Association for Music Education, schools with music programs see a graduation rate of over 90%. Still, here in Illinois, a 2024 report by State of the Arts says less than 40% of Chicago public schools were rated as having access to arts programs. Smith wants to grow those numbers.
They buy new shoulder pads for the football team, but the art and the music goes away.
That's where the Chad Smith Foundation is stepping in and expanding its efforts to the city of Chicago. The foundation offers lesson plans for teachers, donates free music equipment to universities and public schools, and gives out scholarships to students. But its very presence is also reinvigorating the careers of those like Elizabeth Moen.
Just for the sake of it. Some of my first memories are of, my mom cleaning the house, jamming to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The local up-and-coming indie musician had a chance to perform with Smith at his inaugural gala this past week.
It really reminded me of why I am doing what I'm doing. It is what I love.
We want to help the next generation musicians because we need it and have to have it. The world needs it, and who knows the next...
Chad Smith.
Yeah.
The Chad Smith Foundation says they plan to announce an Illinois partner university in 2026 with scholarship support focused on students who want to study music but may not have the financial means to do so. Well, if you would like to support the mission of the foundation, we've got all that information on our website. I'm Jasmine Miner for ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Cool story.
We were fans of them back when we were much younger.
Yes, and still
today.
fans. We are still fans.
Today, yes.
And it was good to see him, and that was part of a big show that was put on in Chicago from the Number Project, yes, who also does amazing things in our city, bringing people together and celebrating the arts. So it's just good to see this all come together.
When it comes back
people
and
helping people during the holidays. Yes.
Finally, this artificial intelligence has influenced Merriam-Webster's 2025 word of the year. It is slop, as in AI slop. The dictionary defines it as a, quote, digital content of low quality that is produced usually in quantity by means of artificial intelligence. The flood of slop in 2025 included absurd videos, off-kilter advertising images, cheesy propaganda, fake news that can look pretty real. Merriam-Webster says other words that defined our year include gerrymander, touch grass, and performative.
I hear my kids described that kind of stuff as brain rot. So
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
the
Have
same.
you heard them say slop?
I've never heard
really
that.
Haven't heard anyone say any of those words that much.
Wasn't brain rot like another
What about
word?
6'7"? Like,
Oh my gosh.
That's slop.
no.
That didn't make
Yeah,
it.
no, I
That's
don't know
slop.
if it did. All right, no, it might have. I don't know. We're back at 10. See you later.